What's up, guys? Welcome back. Before we dive into this project, I got some good news. As you can see, I made myself a table saw stand, which is awesome because I don't have to work on the floor anymore, and then I'm going to put my planer underneath and have kind of a dual station, which is going to be really convenient. Anyway, let's get into this project. First, I'm milling up this big chunk of wood into more manageable sizes. I have no clue what type of wood this is. It's just a exotic hardwood that's extremely dense. My saws were really struggling to cut it. So I cut it down to more of a manageable length, and then I split it into about 1 inch thick. And I'm taking multiple passes, raising the blade up, just to go a little bit easier on the saw. And this last pass, there must have been a lot of stress in the wood because it started pinching the blade. So I shut the saw off, backed the wood out, and then recut it, and that seemed to work. Getting a perfect 45-degree angle miter is always a challenge, so I would recommend making a 45-degree miter sled. And I made this one a while ago, and I made it really quick, just didn't think anything of it. It looks like absolute hell, but for some reason it cuts 45-degree miters almost perfectly, so I haven't really had a need to make another one and make a better looking one. I'm cutting a profile on the router table with a round bit and a V bit on the inside edge of the picture frame, just to give some detail. And I'm taking some really shallow passes, raising the bit up, and that'll reduce some of the burning and chip out. So the next day when the glue was dry, I wanted to reinforce the joints by putting splines. And I'm using this little jig to cut 45-degree splines in it, and then I'll take one pass, flip the picture frame over, and then do another pass, and that'll give me 2 splines per corner. So while the frame is drying, I cut a few strips out of the scrap, and I'm gluing them together on some 1/4 inch plywood to make the back panel of the picture frame.
Bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Once I cut the panel to size, I worked on cleaning up the surface, and I just used a little thumb plane to get some of the glue squeeze out off, and then I used my regular hand plane to flatten and smooth the surface.
With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence.
Since I took the necessary steps beforehand to minimize the burning by my table saw and my router bits, I didn't really have that much sanding. So I think I started with 220 and then I worked up to 400, and that just made the surface really smooth. And once that was done, I put some Danish oil, a cherry stained Danish oil, on the surface. Once that was dry, I put 2 coats of satin polyurethane over the whole picture frame. Me and my girlfriend found this starfish on the beach, and I decided to take it home. I let it dry out and ran it through some bleach to clean it up, and then I just sprayed some polyurethane over the entire thing and then glued it on using 2-part epoxy. And this project is going to her as a gift, so I really hope she likes it. I had a really fun time building it, and I think it came out pretty cool looking. And here's some photos of it completely finished. I think it came out awesome, and it's funny how some of the most simple projects like this really make me the happiest. All the miters were perfect, the panel was pretty much flawless, the finish I used was really nice, and the starfish was a nice touch, so I think it came out pretty good. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you haven't already found me on Instagram, please do so. I post more frequently there, so that'll keep you up to date on some of the projects that I'm working on. Alright guys, thanks.